Peace, peace, peace. My beautiful black kings and queens, gods and goddesses chiming in today. I got some jewels to drop today. Nothing major. It's very, very basic, very simple stuff, but it's very important. And it can potentially save you a lot of money, save you a lot of time, a lot of headache, a lot of worry, save you from being sick, trips to the doctor, things of that nature. Why am I doing this? I'm doing this because we are all one. And I care about y'all. I love y'all. I want to help y'all get to the next level. Y'all on this journey together. Some of us are further along than others in certain areas. Right? Y'all have something to contribute. We all have something to drop. So you make sure after you watch my drop, you make your drop. What are you good at? What have you learned? And what can you share with us? Right? So I come in the spirit of love, light, and peace. Wish wholeness and balance to you all. In 2017, if you don't see it, there's definitely an awakening going on. There's a spiritual awakening going on. There's a movement going on. If you don't see it, it's time. It's time for us to heal. It's time for us to restore balance and to get back to the divine beings, the divine cosmic beings that we came in here on. Right? We need to get back to that frequency. That's what we're trying to do. All right, so we need to be thinking holistically. We need to improve our health in 2017 holistically, meaning mind, body, and spirit. Right? Not just the physical, but the mental and the spiritual as well. All right, we want to get healthy. Health, what is the root word of health? It means to heal. So we need to get to healing. All right, so we need to move away from just treating things. We need to move away from treating the symptoms. We need to move away from ignoring our problems. We need to deal with these things head on. We need to get to the root. And we need to rid ourselves of these impurities spiritually, mentally, and physically. We need to detox. All right, so that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're talking about detoxing. Why do we need to detox? What are the benefits of detoxing, right? And what does that mean? What does that mean for us, right? All right, so let's get into it. Let's talk about what is detoxing. Well, first we need to know what is toxin, what is a toxin before we can know how to detox, right? So the dictionary, this is Merriam-Webster dictionary, basic definition of a toxin is a poisonous substance that is a specific product of the metabolic activities of a living organism and is usually very unstable, notably toxic when introduced into the tissues and typically capable of inducing antibody formation. All right, so that's what the dictionary says. It calls it poison, right? It calls it unstable, right? And it says that it induces antibody formation. And what are antibodies? We know antibodies are disease fighters, right? So anything that causes an antibody to want to form, it must be a threat to your system. Because when your system forms antibodies, it's ready to go to war with that, and which causes it, right? So anything that comes in your system that causes an antibody, it's a foreign, you're under attack and you need to get rid of it. It's not good for you, all right? So toxins are poisonous. They cause dis-ease in the body. They cause your body to go into a state of dis-ease. It's out of order. All right, so that's what a toxin is. So now you know. So detoxing means to remove these impurities from our system. That's what detoxing means. All right. Now, yeah, let's compare our bodies, our physical body temples, to our cars. They're both vehicles, right? Your physical body temple is your ship. It is your vehicle in which your spirit body dwells. It is the vehicle in which your spirit body transports itself in this earthly realm, right? The way you get around on the earth, right? Okay, it is your car. Well, what do we know about cars? We know in order to properly take care of our car that we have to maintain our car, right? We have to maintain our vehicle, right? We know that our car takes a certain type of fuel. It runs off of gas, a certain type of gas. Some of us can only use premium gas, right? You put 87, you put regular gas in, it doesn't function as well as it does. Well, guess what? We were created to run off of premium gas. All right? So compare your body to your car. You need maintenance. You need an oil change. A detox to the human body is like an oil change to your car. Right? You get a bunch of impurities, a bunch of dirt, a bunch of things that get caught up in your oil. You have to change it. If you don't change it, it gets thick. The oil gets thick. It causes sludge, right? Causes the engine to have to work harder, right? Things move slower. Eventually, shit gets backed up and it breaks down. Same thing with your body. Okay, when you don't remove your toxins, when you don't eliminate waste properly, things get backed up in your system and they break down. Now, you can go for a while without an oil change. You can go for a long while without an oil change. Your car will still function. It will still get you from A to B, right? But only for so long. Eventually, it's going to break down, right? And it's the same thing with your body. If you don't cleanse it, you don't cleanse your blood and renew your blood, eventually your organs are going to begin to break down and you're going to be diseased. So you might be replacing your engine in your car and you might have to replace your heart in your body, right? You got to replace your blood. Now you're diabetic. You got to replace your blood. Dialysis. You got cancer, right? Now you got to go have chemo, go in there and remove the cancer, right? This is why you need to detox. It's like getting an oil change. All right, you have to cleanse. You have to cleanse your system. All right. So let's talk about where toxins come from. All right. There are two different sources of toxins. We have internal toxins. We have toxins that are being produced internally. We have toxins that are being produced externally. Right. Whenever you eat something, you drink something, you smoke something, you put something in your skin, your body absorbs that. Right. Your body takes that which you've consumed. It processes it, meaning it takes the stuff that's good for you, the minerals, the nutrients, the vitamins. It puts it into the bloodstream so that the blood can carry that throughout your body, so that it can get to the organs, so that your organs can function properly, right? It also takes the things that you don't need, that are not good for you, or that you don't need, and it processes it and it creates a waste product, right? It creates a waste byproduct, right? And then it's up to us to eliminate that waste, right? So your body naturally produces toxins and waste through your digestive system. Okay, and that's one source. Now, your external source of toxins are going to come from your environment, right? The air, the water, the food, because we live in an industrialized society, right? Byproducts of industries or chemicals. You know, you got smoke, pollutants in the air. All those things are getting into your air, your water, and your food supply. So you're ingesting these things, right? Food is a big source of toxins. Skin products or household cleaners, products that you're using on your body, products that you're using in your home, they're full of chemicals, right? These chemicals are getting into your bloodstream, causing disease, causing instability. They're poisonous, all right? Some of the most common things that we are consuming that are highly toxic to our system are caffeine, carbohydrates. Carbs are typically high in yeast or high in sugar. Your body hates both of those things. When you put high amounts of yeast and sugar into your system, you're basically going to war with your own body. All right? Cola, soda, canned foods. Those foods are sitting in that can, and guess what? That juice is absorbing that metal. And guess what? The liver, which is the primary organ that is responsible for processing and eliminating toxins and waste from your body, it does not break down metals. It cannot break down that metal from that can. Therefore, your liver becomes toxic. Okay? Processed meat, chicken nuggets, bacon, ham, sandwich meat, anything that can sit in the refrigerator and last for 2 weeks. Why can it last for 2 weeks? Because it's full of salt and it's full of sugar and it's toxic to your system. It's hard to digest. And on top of that, it wasn't on the list that the Most High gave us when he told us what to eat. All right? Don't let me go to church. Don't let me get the Bible out. Y'all know that verse. Where is it? It's Leviticus somewhere. It says, the plants shall be to you for meat, and the herbs shall be to you for healing. All right? Your plants are your meat, fruits and vegetables. All right? Fried foods are toxic. They create free radicals. There's no freedom in the body. Everything's in order. Shouldn't be nothing running around free doing what they want to do in your system. No. Everything should have a function and a place. There's order. There's order. There's a universal order. There's a cosmic order. There's an order to everything. Right? Alcohol. Turn down. America. Turn down. You're drinking too much. Alcohol is full of sugar. It raises your blood sugar. Depletes the vitamin B in your system. Dehydrates you, right? It's not fair to your organs. You're overworking your organs because you're already eating too much, and then you're not even giving it enough water. You're dehydrating it. What kind of shit is that? That's like being outside working on the field, and it's 90 degrees outside, and you've been working for 8 hours, and the boss don't have no water on the job for you. You need water. Your organs need water. Quit dehydrating your organs. Drink water. Quit drinking so much. All right? Alcohol is not good for you. Turn down. All right? That's on the physical level. Let's talk about on the mental and the spiritual level, right? On the mental and the spiritual level, where do toxins come from? Toxins can come from people. Who are you surrounding yourself with? Who are you spending your time with? Are you spending your time with negative people who have a negative worldview, who doubt themselves, who are in a victim mind state, who are severely addicted to self-destructive behaviors, who have no moral compass, no moral foundation? Toxic people. Your jobs. If you hate your job, then your job is toxic. 9 times out of 10, if you hate your job, you're going to go on the job, you're not going to feel good. You're going to feel sick. You don't want to be there. Your attitude's going to be poor. That's mentally toxic. All right? Cleanliness. How clean are you? If you're not clean, your house is not clean, your car is not clean, you have poor hygiene, then you are attracting low, negative, low vibrational spirits and spiritual energy. So that's toxic. All right? What are you putting into your mental? What are you putting into your mental? What are you reading? What type of music are you listening to? What type of TV are you watching? What type of conversations are you having? Are they about positive things, uplifting things that make you feel good about yourself, that make you want to go out and know you can be your best self and make you feel happy, joy, peace, all the positive emotions that the Most High promised that we should be able to have or should be able to attain here, right here on earth? Or are you listening to music that's negative, that makes you feel like you ain't shit? Makes you feel like the world ain't shit? Are your conversations always judging somebody, worry about what somebody else is doing? Are you talking down on yourself? Are you always calling yourself broke? You always calling yourself sick? You're a victim? You feel sorry for yourself? These are all toxic behaviors to the mind, toxic behaviors to the spirit, Get rid of your toxic relationships. The ones that you can. And the ones that you can't, you need to make sure that you limit your interaction with those people. Or at least make sure you get your mind right and get yourself together to make sure that when you come into their presence that they can't pull you down, that they cannot drain your energy, that you will not absorb any toxic energy from them. All right, so this is where toxins come from. People, music, books, tones, right? Conversation. What are your thoughts? What are you thinking about? Keep your thoughts positive. If your thoughts are negative, then that's toxic. That is toxic to your spirit. That is toxic to your mind. All right? Feelings of lack, feelings of self-doubt, fears. Face your fears. All right? Okay, so what are these symptoms? How do I know that I'm toxic, Tiana? Here are some things that will tell you if you're toxic, and you're all toxic. I'm just going to put it out there. You're all toxic. Why? Because I know the typical American diet is highly acidic and it's highly toxic. You all need to detox. It's like if you need to get an oil change every so often, you need to detox your physical body every year. And as far as mentally and spiritually detoxing, you need to do that every day. Every day you need to meditate. Clear your mind. Let go of the shit during the day that pissed you off. Anything that you had a negative emotional reaction to, you need to process that and figure out why. Deal with that and then let it go. You have to let things go. Yesterday was the past. You have to let the past stay in the past. All right? All right, so symptoms. Disease. If you have any disease, you're toxic. Most of y'all are running around here, well, some of you, you run around here, you think you got something you can't come back from, and you simply really just need a cleanse. You just need a detox. Right? You're on pills, you're getting injections, you're going back and forth. You got rehab for this, you got dialysis, you got all this going on. All you simply need to do is cleanse your blood. You cleanse your blood, you cleanse your organs, you restore your system will remain, get back in balance. Sluggish elimination, that means your bowels are not moving. Either they're not moving frequently enough or they're not moving properly. Every time you eat a decent sized meal, you're supposed to have a bowel movement. All right, so your bowel should be moving every day. If you eat 3 to 4 big meals a day, then your bowel should be moving 2 to 3 times a day. If you don't eat that much, then your bowel should move every day. All right, so sluggish elimination is a sign of toxicity. Skin irritations, allergies, right? Puffy eyes, bags under the eyes, bloating, ladies, it's not normal. Right? We tend to think that bloating and cramping and clotting and bleeding for 5 to 7 days is normal. No, it is not. Your system is toxic. When you're menstruating, you are getting rid of waste. It's a way of eliminating waste. So the more you're bleeding means the more waste, which means the more toxic shit you're putting into your system. And it's not normal. You're not supposed to bleed that much. You're actually hemorrhaging. We've been taught that we're menstruating, but that's hemorrhaging. You're not supposed to hemorrhage. All right? Low energy or unexplained fatigue is a symptom of toxicity. All right? Your energy is low, right? You're tired all the time. You're tired every damn day. You get up, you go to work, 8 hours, you get off work, you're tired. You're too tired. You can't deal with your family. You can't work on your side business. You can't do your homework from school. You don't want to cook. You don't feel like going to the park with the children. That's not normal. You should be able to get up, go to work for 8 hours a day, get off, and still have energy to maintain you throughout the day until it's time for you to lay down and go to sleep. All right? So those are symptoms of being toxic. All right? What are symptoms of being toxic mentally and spiritually? Fear. You're scared. You run around here faking. Scared to be yourself. Scared to follow your real dreams. You're ignoring your inner voice. The inner voice is telling you that you should be making crayons and You don't want to make crayons because that's stupid in this society. You better start following that inner voice. Face your fears. Addictions. Addictions are signs of mental and spiritual toxicity. All right? Get back control. I'm going to tell y'all about these addictions too, because I fucks with these spirits. Most of your addictions are spiritual, because you are under spiritual influence, and that spirit that's on your ass is winning the battle. Spirits love liquor. That's why they call it spirits. Spirits love drink. They love to smoke. They love cocaine. They love weed. All right? They love to party. There ain't nothing wrong with partying, but I'm just saying, half of your addictions are spiritual. So you need a spiritual cleanse. Take back control of your spirit, right? Take back control of your mind. Face these things head on. Like I said in the beginning, you have to get to the root. We have to face these things and deal with these things head on. You can't keep running from your problems. You can't keep running from your fears, right? You can't keep treating your symptoms. Heal thyself. All right. All right, so I'm going to give you some ways to detox. Ways in which you can remove toxins. Now, you can do a detox. You can buy kits. You can buy cleansing kits and fasting kits. You can, subscribe to different people's programs and get on their detoxes, things like that. But these are just things that you can do on your own to simply remove toxins from your system. Okay? They don't require a lot. At the most, it might require some mental discipline. But these things don't cost a lot of money, and they don't require a lot of you. These are easy, simple ways that you can remove toxins from your system. First way is breathing. Deep breathing is a great way to remove yourself of toxins. Why? Because you're getting your oxygen flowing throughout the body. It's creating movement. Movement promotes elimination. All right? We're not supposed to be stagnant. We're always moving. Okay? So breathing is good. Oxygen is good, right? Okay? Fasting. Fasting is a great way to detox. I'm going to tell you why. Because the typical American diet, the way things work is we eat so much. We've been taught to eat so much that we really do not give our bodies the proper amount of time, the right amount of time to properly digest what it is that we ate. So basically, the way that we're set up now, it's like we're eating another meal. We're putting more stuff into our system before our bodies have completely even digested the last meal. And so when you fast, basically what you're doing is you're giving your body a chance. First of all, you're letting your organs rest so they can rejuvenate, right? You're giving your digestive system a chance to get to the old things that it didn't get to finish breaking down when you put something else into your system, right? Because every time you eat, now your digestive system is going to focus on what you just ate. So now it has to ignore the old stuff that you ate yesterday that it wasn't done digesting, because it has to go in and it has to digest the new stuff that you just ate. So when you fast, it allows your body to get to those things, all of that stuff that's old that it didn't get to finish digesting. It builds up on your intestine walls. It builds up in your arteries. It builds up in your colon. Okay? This is where you're getting your cancers. Once toxic and waste things sit for a long time, they build bacteria. Okay? All right? Causes disease. Causes your arteries to clog. Causes colon cancer. Causes your intestinal tract to be off balance. All right? Your intestinal tract is full of crap, and that's why your body can't move your bowels properly. That's why you have to push so hard. Right? That's why it takes so long. All right? So fasting. Food. Foods are naturally detoxing. Which foods are naturally detoxing? How about the foods that the Most High put here for us to eat? Don't make me go to church on y'all. It's in the Bible. I don't know. I think it's in Leviticus. It tells you what you're supposed to eat. All right. Plants are to be for you for meat. Herbs are to be for you for healing of the nations. All right. Naturally, organically grown fruits and vegetables are naturally detoxing to the body. Okay. Spring water. Right. Let me give you some specific foods before I move on to water. Some specific foods that are really good for detoxing are citrus foods. Citrus fruits are really good for detoxing. Vitamin C is really good for detoxing and removing things and promoting movement. Okay, your lemons, limes, and oranges, right? We know that these are strong. We know that the enzymes in these fruits are strong. That's why we can use them for cleaning our houses, right? For cleaning products. So they're good for getting rid of, especially that old stuff that's sitting on in your intestines, sitting in your colon. Lemon juice will break that down. Lime juice will break that down. Orange juice will break that down. All right, so citrus fruits. Um, garlic. Garlic is a good detoxification agent. Chia seeds are good. Blueberries, yes. Blueberries are packed with antioxidants. Antioxidants are cancer and disease fighting things, right? So you need your blueberries. Apples. Apples are super high in fiber. Fiber promotes elimination. Promote your bowels to move, right? So those are really good for detoxing. Leafy greens, beets, cayenne pepper. All of these things are good for detoxing. Your leafy greens, you're going to have your alfalfa, your spinach, your kale, your broccoli, blue-green algae, wheatgrass, whatever you prefer. Leafy greens good for you. Get those in your system when you're doing a detox. All right, when you're detoxing, you need to be on your fruits and your vegetables. If you're not just fasting, you need to be on your fruits and your vegetables, and you need to be drinking a gallon of water a day, preferably spring water. Why spring water? Because spring water has not been stripped of its minerals. It still has its mineral content. All right. So flushing with water. Sweating. Sweating is a great way to remove toxins. Get to the sauna if you can. Or you don't even have to go to the sauna. Just stand in the shower. Turn the shower on real hot and let the steam let you sweat for a while. Sweating is good. Bathing. Bathing in sea salt. Sea salt is a natural detox. It pulls the toxins out of your pores. Same thing with bentonite clay. Bentonite clay is a great detoxer. It pulls the toxins out of your pores. Ladies, when you go the next time you go to the spa, get you a facial mask, a bentonite clay mask, or you can do it yourself. You can buy it, it's like $10. You can buy it, make your own facial mask, detox your face. You can put it on your your skin. You can put it on your womb. You can put it on your feet. You can do your armpits. You can do all of that, right? Anything that's gonna remove toxins from the pores is good for you. Foot spas, foot baths, um, herbs. Herbs are great. Herbs, man. Let me tell you, I've been sleeping on these herbs. Herbs make a huge difference in your progress, spiritually, mentally, and physically. I promise you. Burdock root, dandelion. These are blood purifiers. You cleanse the blood, you cleanse the organs. All right, you remove the toxins, get your body back in balance. Milk thistle, especially for those of you who are diabetic, specifically milk thistle is great for purifying the liver. Every time I mention milk thistle to a diabetic, they say, my doctor say I can't have no dairy. Milk thistle is an herb. It is not a dairy product. And it's specifically good for the liver. Okay? The number one way of physically removing toxins from your system is through exercise. That's the best way, because through exercise, you're incorporating all that in which I just said. You got your oxygen flow going, right? You're moving, your heart is pumping, your blood is flowing, you have movement going, which is promoting elimination, right? You're sweating. Even yoga, yes, even yoga. You're sweating, you're removing the toxins through your pores. So exercise is the best way to remove your physical toxins, all right? spiritually and mentally, things you can do. Again, get rid of your toxic relationships, get rid of toxic people. Meditate. Do affirmations every day. What is an affirmation? An affirmation is when you say something positive to yourself, right? I am beautiful. Look in the mirror. Tell yourself you're beautiful. If you're having low self-esteem issues, if you think you're ugly, if you think you're not smart, if you think you're not capable, you have to talk yourself into being those things. Get in the mirror in the day, during the day. First thing in the morning, last thing at night. Tell yourself you're beautiful. Tell yourself you're intelligent. Tell yourself you're capable. Tell yourself you have money. Right? Quit talking yourself into being broke and sick. Tell yourself you're healthy. Tell yourself you're disciplined enough to get healthy. Tell yourself you love whoever it is that you know you're supposed to love, but you got some ill feelings for them. You have to forgive. Forgive people. That's spiritually detoxing. Right? You have to forgive. You have to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Nobody should have more patience and mercy with you than you. Forgive yourself. Let go of the past. Leave yesterday in the past. Face your fears. Whatever fears you have, face it. No matter how uncomfortable it is, face it. Get through it. Right? Whatever addictions you have, face them. Work on your addictions. Yes, you can be addicted to weed. Yes, you can. Work on that. There's nothing wrong with smoking weed, but there's something wrong with being addicted to weed. There are no addicts in the kingdom. There is no fear in the kingdom. There is no toxicity in the kingdom. You're trying to get to the next level. Right? Don't talk yourself into thinking, oh, it's cool. It don't matter what I eat. It don't matter what I listen to. It don't matter what I'm doing as long as my heart is good and I ain't hurting nobody and I ain't killing nobody. That's so far from the truth. All right? If you want to get back to a state of divinity, then you're going to have to make some changes. Who do you know that's running around here that's a spiritual person that's on a divine frequency and they eat bullshit all day, their house is dirty, they're surrounded by negative people, they listen to bullshit music all day, negative music? That's not happening. That doesn't happen. Okay? A person who is on some divine frequency, they believe in cleanliness. They have a moral base. They're putting positive things into their mind, right? They're listening to music that actually speaks to their soul, that helps to uplift them and lift their frequency, right? They're reading books that help to uplift and empower them. They are of service to people and others. They help people. They don't judge. They care about their health. You don't know nobody that's spiritual and that's divine where they're not concerned about their physical health. Okay? You can do this. We're on this journey together. All right? We can do this one day at a time, one thing at a time. Choose up, level up. Let's get to the next level. It's all love. Anything that I can do to help, let me help you. How can you help me? What do you have for me? You need to detox physically once a year. You need to detox mentally and spiritually every day. Pray, meditate, let go of the past. Face your fears, face your addictions. Get your demons under control. All right? These are the things that we need to do. All right, so that's what I wanted to drop today. I'm going to be posting this on my YouTube channel. I just started the YouTube channel. This will be my first drop. You can find it under Sekhmet Satra, Sekhmet Satra. I look forward to dropping more knowledge, dropping more information, anything that I can do to help. And until the next time, love, light, wholeness, and balance to you all. Mwah.